Hey everyone, welcome to my first ever reaction video. I've obviously just done a couple of past videos, not much. This is my first ever video with me speaking, and I am looking forward to doing this today. And I keep tapping this because it's on my phone. I don't want my phone to turn off. But here we have today is Llama Art's Home Alone. So I am looking forward for this. Obviously, this is gonna be creepy. It's gonna be, because Llama Arts' videos are so good, man. Like the animation style is, so good. But most of the Llama Arts animations I have seen, but not all of them. So this is one I've not seen because I want to start off with one I've not seen. I might do the ones that I've seen, but maybe not. So, without further ado, like and subscribe and go and show some love to Llama Arts. And that's it. Let's get in.
Contacted a close friend of mine to stay at my place for the night. Both of us were only 10 years old at the time, and my parents were often at work until midnight, so I was usually
That's
alone
bad parenting. 10 years old.
watching a television
You're
show
10
or
years
reading a
old
book.
and you're home
My
alone.
friend Alex had agreed to come over and brought a game of Monopoly to pass some of the time. I also
He's also a bit
asked
like
if he was
Joffrey from
interested
Game
in
of
going to
Thrones.
explore an
Just a little
abandoned
bit.
subway station 3 miles
Bloody hate
away.
that character, man. He's so
He seemed
frustrating.
excited at first, so we planned to go
Oh,
on the
don't play
trip in the
Monopoly
morning.
either.
I remembered that the subway
so
dated
lucky
back
not
to the
play.
mid-1920s and became abandoned in 1932 after the market crash in 1929.
I'm not going to speak
I was
much so you
very
can listen to it.
fascinated about its history, but never got the chance to go inside after my parents had warned me not to enter.
And
As I
that's
quietly slept
for
in my
a
bed,
good
I
reason.
heard what
Your
sounded
parents
like a
don't want you
gunshot
to go in
coming
there.
from the forest behind the house. Both of us woke up, frightened after what we had heard, and I told my friend not to worry, as hunters tend to go into the forest on frequent occasions, but when I checked the time, it was 11:39 p.m. This seemed very
11:39,
unusual, as
that's
hunters
mad.
only came into the forest between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. I looked at Alex and decided to get out of my bed, intending to look through the window and spot for anyone in the forest. The darkness clouded my
no.
vision, so I was unable to see anyone
First thing
in
you
the
do,
forest.
call the police.
I turned around and looked at Alex again, when suddenly I heard the front door squeak open. Chills went down my spine.
And that's because you left the front
Both
door
of us
open
quietly
earlier.
moved to the bathroom.
See, that's what
locked the door, and
happens. That's
kept
where
the
you lock
light
your
off.
doors, people.
It was the only safe place in the house. Both of us were terrified as we desperately tried to keep as calm as we could. We heard footsteps
Oh my
getting
God, that'd be so
louder
scary,
and
especially 10
louder
years
until they
old.
stopped in front of the bathroom door. And then this is when the most terrifying sound forced my heart to almost burst. Both of us screamed as the person shot the
Whoa,
door
he's
to pieces.
breaking it.
It was pitch black inside the room, making it hard to find the vent, and by the time I spotted the vent, the person
Oh
behind
my
the
God.
door had made a hole big enough for us to see him.
Yo, is he wearing a plague
The
doctor
man
mask?
adorned black leather and was wearing a plague doctor mask.
Yeah.
I
Oh, they're
scurried back
creepy
to the
then.
vent, but it was too high above the floor for us to reach it. So Alex
there not a
told me
window
to
he
go
can jump
first
out of?
because he was the strongest. He lifted me up on his shoulders, allowing me to open the
Oh
vent
my God,
and crawl
that's so-
inside. When
Looked
I
like he was
lifted
headbutting the
again,
door
the
then.
man had managed to fit his arm
Did you
through
see
the
that?
hole
And then
reached
you know
for the
you're
lock.
standing in there.
I quickly grabbed Alex's hand, but struggled to pull him up into the
Why
vent.
is this guy in this house?
Alex! I shouted, and began going after him. I pursued the figure until I was led to the abandoned subway deep within the forest. It was chilly and foggy, meaning that I could only see objects within a range of 5 or 6 yards.
Oh my God.
Inside the subway was a pool of freezing cold water. It was so dark that I couldn't see anything. I had to rely on listening to the screams from Alex and track the source.
Imagine
As I
having to
slowly
follow your
walked
friend's
through the
screams. That's
subway,
so
I was now
horrible.
struggling to breathe under the intense stress and fear of the situation. I called, but there was no response. I continued walking through the water until the exit was no longer visible. I was now experiencing a massive panic attack.
Oh,
I
yes,
had
you would.
lost track of Alex.
Did you not call the
I had
police
no
before
idea where
saying
I
your friend's
was
been
or how
kidnapped?
to
So at
get
least if
out.
you get kidnapped all,
Where are
you're
Alex?
lost. The police are looking for you. What happened there? On October 19th, 1983, Alex was confirmed dead after his body was found inside to take his office hanging from the ceiling. Damn. His closest friend remains missing. Oh my God. They were 10 years old as well. Oh my God. See, that kid's first mistake was leaving the door open. You never leave your door open, first off. That's even worse than unlocked. And then you always lock your doors. That's just a key fact. But that was a short but terrifying animation. So that's it for this video. This is just like sort of an intro. So thank you so much for watching.